Daily.
That's me out with the dogs. Best bit of the day. I was going to talk a bit about last night's gig and the fear that I mentioned yesterday, and instead I'm going to talk about a podcast episode that I've just listened to because it was mind-blowing. It was an episode of the Kevin Rose show. Kevin Rose was a Web 2.0 entrepreneur back in the day. He started the Dig website and went on to do the Dig Nation podcast, and he's now a VC funder. He made a lot of money and he's now interested in health and longevity, and he's interviewed a Russian entrepreneur called Serge. I forget his surname just now. I'll post it later in the description to this video. Serge is age 32. He's made a lot of money in the IT sector and he's into biohacking. He's written a great article which they touch upon in the interview, which I haven't read. I'm going to read it when I get back. It's to do with sleep and sex and all these different things that he's working on and studying in order to help him live longer and be more healthy. They talk about food and supplements and exercise and sleep, things which are quite normal that you would hear on a podcast about this kind of topic. But what they also talk about is psychotropics and MDMA. It's nice to hear someone talk about this in an open forum. It's a subject I'm interested in myself. They talk about how these drugs can free the mind. I know it sounds all psychedelic and everything, but I believe that these types of things, when used properly and in the proper environment, can really help with mental issues. And they talk quite a lot about that. It's really, really interesting. They talk about daily interaction with people, the small talk, and how difficult it is for some people to deal with that. They also look at sex and how this guy considers sex to be a transaction. Doesn't necessarily have to have anything to do with a relationship, and how he goes about doing that and why it's important with the health benefits that you can derive from that, and why we desire sex, besides of course the reproductive aspect of it. So this is the Kevin Rose show, published yesterday, which was the 21st of February. There's no show notes up online. I looked earlier on today, so no show notes. But I will post a link to at least the Kevin Rose show page so that you can look up the episode. I should have a link from Overcast, which is the podcast player I use on my phone. So I should be able to provide that link for you. If you're interested in this sort of thing, it's well worth a listen. I mean, obviously, you might not agree with some of it or all of it, who knows, but it's definitely worth a listen, and it's a topic that's worthy of discussion. So check it out, the Kevin Rose show, interview with Serge. Cheers, folks.